Welcome back to Learn English Naturally. This deep dive is going to be fun
Oh, yeah.
because we're getting you ready to use your English in one of the most exciting places,
Now you know it.
the American sports bar.
And not just any night at the sports bar. We're talking Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, yeah. So whether you're actually going to a game
Or watching at the bar.
or even just watching at home,
You'll be ready
we're going to give you the words and phrases you need
to order food and drinks like a pro.
and even chat with the other fans.
Just fit right in.
Exactly. All right, let's get started with some essential vocabulary. Imagine you walk into this packed sports bar
The energy is electric.
and you hear someone shout, "Give me a pint of whatever's on tap."
Classic.
Okay, so on tap. What does on tap mean?
So on tap means the beer is poured straight from the keg. So it's the freshest beer.
Gotcha. So if I see a row of those shiny taps behind the bar, that's what on tap means.
Exactly.
So it wouldn't apply to bottled beers.
Right. Bottled beers are fine.
Yeah.
But on tap is special.
Special. Okay. So I could walk up to the bar and say, "What beers do you have on tap?"
Like you own the place.
Exactly.
And hey, if you want to make some friends,
Oh, tell me.
you could order a pitcher.
A pitcher. What's a pitcher?
Well, a pitcher is a big jug of beer meant for sharing. It's all about that shared experience.
Makes sense. Especially at a place like a sports bar.
It's a ritual,
It is. Okay, now, before we even think about ordering a pitcher,
Or anything else.
we've got to talk about happy hour.
Ah, yes, happy hour.
Tell me about this magical happy hour.
It's that time of day, usually in the afternoon or early evening, where you can get deals on drinks and food.
Like a pregame warm-up.
Yeah, exactly. Warm up for the big game without spending a ton of money.
Sounds good to me.
Mm.
So we've got our key terms,
Hmm.
on tap, pitcher, happy hour.
The essentials.
Okay, we walk into this awesome sports bar feeling confident with our English,
Yeah.
and, there are no tables.
Oh, no. What do we do?
Should I just yell, "I need a table"?
Well, that's one way to do it.
Is it the best way?
Maybe not. Remember, politeness is key.
Right.
So try approaching the host or bartender and saying something like, "Do you have any tables available?"
Okay. Polite and to the point.
Or you could ask if there's a waiting list.
Makes sense. And if they say, "It's packed, but we have some seats at the bar,"
Perfect. That's your chance.
to grab a spot and say, "That works perfectly. Thanks."
You got it.
So we've got our spot at the bar, game's about to start,
The excitement's building.
and we're ready for a drink.
Time to order.
So let's put that vocab to use. I could walk up to the bar and say, "What beers do you have on tap?"
Confidently.
Confidently. And if I'm feeling adventurous,
Yeah.
I could just point at a tap and say, "I'll try a pint of that one, please."
Perfect. You're using your surroundings, engaging with the bartender.
And practicing my English.
You've got it.
Okay, drinks are sorted, but now I'm getting hungry.
Game day craving.
What are some of those classic sports bar foods that I should be ready to order?
Well, you can't go wrong with nachos.
Nachos, of course.
They're perfect for sharing.
Okay, what about wings? I feel like wings are essential.
You're absolutely right. Wings are like the unofficial mascot of American sports bars.
They are, aren't they? Why is that?
Well, they're inexpensive and easy to make for a lot of people, which is perfect for a busy bar.
Okay, I get that.
But here's the real reason. Wings are the perfect food for a fast-paced game.
I mean, they're small.
You can eat them quickly
True.
between plays.
Yeah.
You don't need a fork and knife, so you don't miss any of the action.
Wow, I never thought about it that way, but you're totally right.
It's like they were designed for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So let me practice my order. Can I get an order of buffalo wings and some nachos, please?
See? You're a natural.
I'm getting there. All right, drinks are ordered, food's on its way.
We're ready for some serious game day fun.
But we're also here to practice our English. So how do I actually talk to the other fans?
Well, there are some go-to phrases that can help you break the ice.
Even if I'm a little nervous.
Especially if you're nervous.
Okay, give me those phrases.
We'll get to those right after a quick break.
Sounds good. Stay with us.
We'll be right back. Okay, so you're at the bar. The game is on.
The energy is high.
You want to chat with some fellow fans?
But I don't want to sound awkward.
I get it. Well, remember that simple question we talked about earlier?
Who are you rooting for?
Exactly. That's a classic.
Yeah, it seems pretty easy.
It is. And it's a natural way to start talking about the game.
Okay, but what if they're rooting for the other team?
Even better.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Friendly rivalry, it's a big part of American sports.
Friendly rivalry.
It's all in good fun.
Okay, but how do we keep it friendly? Sometimes people get really intense about their teams.
True, but that's where humor comes in.
Ah,
Just keep it lighthearted.
like what? Give me an example.
You could say something like, hey, at least one of us will be happy at the end of this.
Uh-huh. I like that.
Or maybe, well, this is going to be a long night if my team keeps playing like this.
Self-deprecating humor. I can do that.
It's a winner.
So it's about being passionate, but also a good sport.
Exactly. And don't forget about body language.
Oh, yeah. High fives, fist bumps, all that.
It's all part of the experience.
It's like a universal language.
It is. Okay, so you've broken the ice. You started chatting.
But how do I keep the conversation going?
Well, think of it like a game of catch.
Catch.
Yeah, you throw a question out there, they throw an answer back,
Back and forth.
and you see where it goes.
Okay. I like that analogy.
So let's say you asked, who are you rooting for? And they say, I'm a diehard Patriots fan.
Big Patriots fan, huh?
What could you ask next?
Maybe, have you been a fan for long?
Perfect. You're showing interest.
And they might say, oh, yeah, since I was a kid.
Then you could say, wow, you must have seen some amazing games.
I see. It's all about listening and responding to what they say.
It's a conversation, not just an interrogation.
Makes sense.
Now, let's talk about reacting to the game itself.
Oh, yeah. That's the best part.
It's all about expressing those emotions.
Okay, so if my team scores a touchdown.
You could shout, yes!
Or touchdown.
Of course.
No need to be shy.
Not at all.
And what about when they miss a field goal?
Let out a good, oh no.
Or a, come on.
Exactly. Those are universal.
So I could be emotional, but respectful.
Absolutely. It's a balance.
Like, I don't want to yell in someone's ear.
Right. Read the room.
Yeah, be mindful of the people around me.
And speaking of the people around you.
What about inclusivity?
Important point.
Like making sure everyone feels welcome.
Exactly. No matter who they're cheering for or even if they don't speak much English.
That's a good point. What if I'm watching with someone who's still learning English?
Well, gestures are your friend.
Oh, yeah, like high fives.
Thumbs up, even a shared look of disappointment.
That universal language again.
Exactly. And simple phrases like good play or bad call are easy to understand.
So they can still feel part of the energy.
Absolutely. And honestly, a smile goes a long way.
A smile always helps.
It shows you're happy they're there, enjoying the game with you.
This is great. I feel like I can really handle myself now at a sports bar.
And more importantly, you can use your English.
Yeah. Now I'm really thinking about that question you asked earlier.
Oh, about how the atmosphere enhances the experience?
Yeah, like why is it so different from just watching at home?
Well, think about it. You're surrounded by other fans.
Who are just as into it as I am.
You're all sharing that same energy, those highs and lows.
It's electric.
The cheers are louder, the groans are deeper.
It's more intense.
And you're part of a community.
A community of fans.
You're not just watching a game, you're experiencing it together.
It's like a shared experience.
It really is.
Yeah.
And that's something you just can't get at home.
So the next time I'm at a sports bar,
Take it all in.
I will appreciate that energy, the community.
It's part of what makes it so special.
Man, I feel like a sports bar expert already.
We've covered a lot of ground, that's for sure.
I'm way more confident about using my English now.
That's what we like to hear.
Okay, before we go,
Yeah.
let's do a quick recap of those key phrases.
Good idea. Helps it all stick.
So what does on tap mean again?
Hit me with it.
On tap means the beer is poured straight from the keg.
Fresh and delicious.
Exactly. And how about a pitcher?
Ah, the pitcher.
It's that big jug of beer for sharing with friends.
The social butterfly of beverages.
Haha, I like that. Okay, now for some real-world scenarios.
Let's do it.
How do I politely ask for the bill?
What was that phrase?
Can I get the check, please?
Perfect. And don't forget about tipping.
Right, tipping's important in the U.S.
Always a good idea to leave around 15% to 20%.
Okay, bills paid. Now it's time to mingle with some fans.
Like some new friends.
What were those icebreaker phrases again?
Well, you can't go wrong with who are you rooting for?
Simple and effective.
And you can always comment on the game.
Like, that was an amazing play. Or even, I can't believe they missed that field goal.
It's all about sharing those reactions.
And if I'm talking to a fan of the other team,
embrace that friendly rivalry.
keep it light and fun.
Exactly. And maybe throw in a joke or two.
I never realized how much goes into watching a game at a sports bar.
It's more than just the game itself.
It really is. It's a whole cultural experience.
And now you're ready to be part of it.
I feel like I've learned so much, not just about English, but about American culture in general.
That's the best part.
Well, to all our listeners out there,
Get out there and practice.
find a sports bar, watch a game, use your English.
And have fun.
Don't forget to subscribe to Learn English Naturally for more deep dives.
We'll be back with more tips and tricks soon.
Until then, happy learning.